Alright, it's been a while since we put a video up, but supposed to get some snow. Not nearly as bad as we did last time. I've had the first big snow we got, driveway drifted over. It was like 16 inches. I had to put the plow on. That took some time. Really, we only got like 8 to 12 inches, but it drifted really bad in our driveway. I only had the plow on, but we now have the blower on. Took some doing. I didn't buy this blower attached to a tractor, and the bearings were totally shot. See, we put new bearings in both ends. Grease the chain. Remove the chain to remove the auger assembly. Put new bearings on. Grease the chain. Grease the chute. We'll remove the chute grease. It had to rewind the chute aiming controls because they were wrapped backwards, so you'd spin it left and the chute would go right. That wasn't going to fly. Got the pulley pulled off the other motor because this is the motor off the tractor that did not have the blower attachment. So yeah, there was this little grip put on the sleeve. I don't know if it was factory or not. It looks like it could have been. I don't know. But it's cut. I need to get a set screw for that pulley because it's lost. I know it's been floating around for months, but it's a big 3/8 fine thread set screw. So I just got to go get one of those. Yeah. I had to build this for the clutch engagement, didn't have that. And then I don't know what someone did on one of these tractors. It was actually on this frame, this rod that runs the rear lift, off of that. They had cut it apart, and it was a weird, like, linked, flexible thing. I have no idea why they did it, for what purpose. But I was able to use it. I cut it apart and welded a pin on the end. Again, these are just get it done fast booger welds. This is whatever. It's that little 4140. It's a good welder. I've done better work with it, but on the thicker stuff. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. I had a little dust in my throat. Anyways, on the thicker stuff, that welder kind of struggles. So, all right. If I keep having these coughing attacks, I'm just going to have to redo this. But, so anyways, I was able to cut it apart. I welded a pin on that end. It had this threaded turnbuckle end. So I just ran pins. But now I have my up and down, which is nice. The turn operates correctly like it should. Clutch engagement works like it should. It seems like it's adjusted correctly. I did a little test run. The belt looks fine, at least for now. We're just gonna run it. Yeah, I mean, the clutch engagement works just fine. I tried to make it a little wider for if you're wearing mittens, but we'll see. Yeah, that all works. Eventually I'd like these tractors and I'd like to restore them, but for actual work, I'd like to get like a 620, 720 Alice Chalmers, with the hydraulic controls. Those are really cool. I've seen some really nice, they're repowered with a Briggs & Stratton Vanguard. They're expensive. They're all done up nice, and they have a nice, huge 48-inch snowblower on the front. And the actual raise is hydraulic, and the chute rotating is hydraulic with a lever up here. And then I've seen people with cables for the adjustments on that. They retrofit them to it. I've seen some people with hydraulic adjustments here too. That's a little unnecessary, but people with a lot of time. And then Got to put lights on this tractor. I'm going to put the work light on the back and the headlights on the front. And then this thing should be set to go. I just finished welding up. This was totally worn through. I had this piece of steel plate laying around, so I cut myself out. It's farmer fix. That'll wear flat with time. You know, I'm not too concerned about it. But that gave it a new lease on life. It should hold. We'll see. But I mean, the welds aren't great, but they're not bad. But again, they're not great. They hold two pieces of metal together. That side shoe is getting pretty thin. Actually, it's not worn all the way through yet, like that one was. But it is getting there. So, yeah, I just got to get this adjusted. My driveway is gravel. And then I might go and do my mother's driveway tomorrow. We'll see. And hers is concrete, which means we'll be readjusting, but it's no big deal. And then, so I've decided, I think I'm going to weld the diffs on all these because the limited slip diffs are wearing out. There's a little play to them. So I'm going to look at them, rebush them. And then if I can't get them to work, because I know it's just constant tension on a nylon sleeve, they don't really work that great. If I can get them to work, great. But if I can't get them to work, then I'm just going to weld the diffs on these things. So it'll be a fixed axle, which will be fine. But I also bought this guy, which I'm going to reseal right away. So I don't know what kind of shape it's in. Because I bought it used from a guy near me. I've decided I'm going to start stockpiling these, as guys are selling off their collections. Because I have a big use for them. This is the bevel gearbox off of one of these tractors. We're going to put new seals in it right away while it's out of the tractor. I'm going to put 3 new seals on it. I'm going to re-gasket the plate. But the reason I bought it is because the backlash is non-existent. It's in marvelous shape. This one's getting really bad. So what's going to happen is I'm going to run, but they're still good. The gears aren't destroyed in these yet. So what's going to happen is I got the other tractor that this motor's out of. I'm going to finally buy the magneto, put the carb on, get her built, get her put together. We're going to pull the muffler off of that motor, put it on this motor. That's going to become just the snow blowing tractor. It's in better shape. Unfortunately, this was my lawn mowing tractor. I had the really nice grill. No, this was the snow blowing tractor frame, but I put the one that came with the mower. I put the grill on because the grill was nicer, and I drove it around. And unfortunately, putting the blower on, the sticker got messed up, so that sucks. But this tractor is in nicer shape, paint-wise. But I have that frame sitting back there. But I'm going to put the mower deck on the other tractor. And then we're going to put that motor in. And then we're going to put this bevel gearbox in that tractor too once it's resealed. So then I'll have a really nice, good tractor for cutting. And I'm going to probably move the spindles to the other mower deck because the other mower deck is really solid, if I remember correctly. And then this tractor is going to come apart. We're going to pull the BGB, the bevel gearbox, out of her, reseal it, reshim it, because the backlash it's getting there. Like, the one in the other tractor is worse than this one. So what's going to happen is that one's going to go in. The one in the other tractor is going to come out, get rebuilt, and then go into this tractor, and then I'm going to rebuild this one. So I have a good core. And in case you guys want to see what happens when they wear out and you don't rebuild them, that's what happens. The gears get shredded. You can't use that anymore. And these little gears are about $200 a piece. There's only 2 of them, thank goodness, but that's $400. That good bevel gearbox that just needs seals, I paid $100 for. So it's really imperative that you get to those before they slip, because once they slip, gears are toast. You're junk. And you always have to check them, because a tractor with a good bevel gearbox will drive just like a tractor with a about to fail bevel gearbox. They drive the same. You can't tell. You have to go and check the backlash. If you don't, you're not paying attention to it. You'll be mowing and the tractor will just stop moving. You might hear something, you might not, but it will just stop moving. The mower deck will shut off, because that drives the PTO for the mower deck. And the motor will run just fine. You can shift through all the gears, but it's not moving. This belt stops turning. Everything is because you're broken between the motor and the transmission. So, really important. That's definitely the Achilles heel on these tractors. And to get them, rebuilt, to buy a rebuilt one, you're looking at $500-600. So it's like, if you can find good ones, but if yours is getting worn out, they're really simple. You got to split the tractor, unfortunately. I mean, you got to unbolt your rear frame from the bevel gearbox, because that's what holds the tractor together. Unbolt it, stands here, slide the tranny back, drop the bevel gearbox out of the tractor, and then rebuild it. I mean, you can, I don't think you can do it in the tractor. I don't think you can, because I was thinking maybe you could pull that rear plate and get to it that way. Maybe you can, I don't know. But I've seen most people, they just pull them to replace them, not necessarily to rebuild them in frame. I don't know if you can rebuild them in frame. Maybe a good experiment to try one day. Maybe I will try it on this one, try and reshim it in frame. But it's really simple. You just pull the cover off, pull the shaft out, reshim the gears till they're tight, and you just have a microscopic amount of backlash. Throw new seals in it, RTV that cover on, fill it with gear oil. Golden. Just golden. So I'm gonna bolt this. I'm gonna bolt this shoe back on and get her set to the right height. And hopefully there'll be about 5 inches of snow on the ground in the morning, so that we can give her a thorough testing. We'll see. I suppose, yeah, I don't have that set screw. Run to the hardware store, get the set screw, and then come back and test it out. Yeah, that's all. Snowblower things.